A warm welcome to our video on how to make better noodles than even pasta noodles. You'll need a rectangular pan. If you tap the edge and get too much rocking, you'll have a problem. So make sure your pan is level. Preheat your oven to 290. Okay, now very liberally butter the pan. Make sure you get up the sides, that way it won't stick when you level it. But it's very important that you liberally butter the pan or it will stick on you. Now we take the yellow packet and half the water for your pan size. If you look on the directions, it will show you common pan sizes and the amount of water. Now place that in a blender, water first, then your packet, and you can use a hand mixer or a blender. I like to use the one with the multiple blades. Next, you're going to take either the avocado, which is my personal favorite, or the heavy cream or butter, and blend it all for 15 seconds on low. With the hand mixer, it may take medium. I say the avocado is my favorite. It may have a different color, but in texture, it's extremely close to standard noodles. The heavy cream and the butter come out more al dente. These noodles will keep in the fridge covered for several days, so that's pretty awesome, and honestly, it's better than standard noodles. So again, blend for 15 seconds on low. If you're using the butter, it might foam up on you just a little bit after when you blend it. So you may need to strain the foam off or tap it on a level surface after you put it in the pan, and that'll bust the air bubbles. Now pour what's in the mixer into a bowl, open up the red packet. Now add the rest of your water while lightly mixing. We're not going to add the red packet just yet, but let's mix in the rest of the water. Once the rest of the water's been added, we're going to pour in the red packet while vigorously whisking, and I mean vigorously, only for 10 seconds. If you wait any longer, it'll get really thick in your pan. So only 10 seconds of whisking. Now we're going to pour it into the pan. You're going to move the pan from side to side to evenly cover the pan. You don't want to take too much time here because your liquid will thicken. And don't forget you can tap out those bubbles on a level surface and just leave your pan sitting and we'll go to the next step. To get better edges, I like to cover my edges with foil only the edges so it cooks better. Don't cover the middle. But the edges tend to dry out sometimes a little faster in some ovens. So if I cover them up, the heat doesn't get directly to them and it makes for a better noodle. Each oven is different and yours may not need it, but there's an option for you. Once I put it in the oven, I'll go ahead and put my pan of water on to boil. That way, when it's done cooking, I have a pan already boiling. Okay, off we go to the oven for 20 to 30 minutes. And to test to see if it's done, you lightly tap on the top. Every oven is a little bit different. You can see if my tap creates a divot, you're not quite done and it needs a little more time. So tap lightly and look for the divot. Here's an example of not done. Okay, so we're back and it's done. We've let it cool for about 5 minutes so we can roll it up without burning our fingers. And now, if it's stuck and I can't get it out of the pan, I'm going to take a cup of the boiling water and I can put it in the pan, let it sit for about a minute, and then pour it off, and that'll loosen it up so I can roll it up. Now you can put in the boiling water here in an entire sheet and then cut it, or you can cut it before you put it in the water. I like to put the entire sheet in and I push it down every now and then so that way it doesn't dry out on the top, and then I use my KitchenAid to cut it. So now we're going to take it out of the pan and place it on the cutting board. You're going to let it cool. It's a little hot. You do not have to run water over it to cool it down. You can just put it directly onto the cutting board. You've got a couple of different ways to cut it. You can use the KitchenAid or roll it up and cut it with a knife, or you can use one of those multiple blade linguine cutters. They also have hand cutters for about $35. Honestly, I make these noodles enough. I would definitely get one. We really hope you enjoy them. They've been a game changer for my family, and we hope you have a wonderful, healthy day.